Hi guys, welcome to our tutorial number 1 of the course Information and Communication Technologies for Social Sciences and Humanities. Today we will learn how to program an Excel spreadsheet to control attendance and evaluate students from a course. This is really good because it's gonna help you to save some time at the early stages of any course you might teach in the future. And in that way, you can also provide feedback and to inform students properly about their progress in the class. Also, it might help you when you have to deal with authorities or when you have to deal with parents, right? So let's start. So all of you got this information from Facebook, okay, where you are getting all the information about the group you will work for. So this is the group, the English level, the class schedule. As we can see, there are 3 days, okay, and we have the time there. This is the name of your students, very interesting names, right? Okay, the course weeks, and of course the evaluation criteria. So this is for you. I'm gonna show you with mine. This is the one that I am going to use for me and for this exercise. And as you can see, I have the same things, but I have a reduced number of students just for practical purposes. Okay, so for this practice, we will use a methodology that is called CORCAP. Okay, so we're gonna copy some information, we are gonna order or organize it, we are going to register information, we are going to convert that information, we are going to add, okay, to get some GPA numbers, and of course we are going to present the results to students. So these are the 6 steps that we're going to do here. So we are going to need, of course, an Excel. Okay, this is an Excel spreadsheet, and the first thing is that we're going to change the name of this tab. We're going to change the name, and this is going to be, and we're going to start first with grades. Okay, so this is the first thing. So now I have the names here. I am going to start here in number 4. I'm going to show you in a second why. So we go back to the names, and the first thing that we are going to do is that we are going to eliminate the numbers so we can get this list. Okay? We copy it and we are going to paste it. So right click and then we're going to paste. Right? So we have it here. We're going to move here so we can have everything in a column. And the first thing is that we are going to organize it, right? In order to organize it, we are going to mark all the area that we are going to organize, and we are going over here to provide an order, right? And we're going to select the first option. And that's it, okay? We got all the different names starting from the last name in order, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing that we're going to do, okay, in this thing is that we are going to go back to this thing. Okay, we're going to create the columns based on this. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different columns, at least here. Okay, 6 different columns. So I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I'm going to create here a border so I can identify each individually, and I'm going to name them. Okay, we click on the tab and over here we're going to name them. So this first column, okay, is exam 1, right? So here we have exam 1, and then we have here exam 2, okay? We have also writing portfolio, okay? Video podcast, okay, right there, okay? And then we have homework and the final test, okay? So that's homework. And then we have here or final test, right? So I don't forget what is the value and the weight of each. I'm gonna type it on the top. So this is 2020 1010. Okay, so this is 20 20 10 10 10 and 30 points, right? I'm just gonna type it there and that's gonna be it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna shape this. Again, click here on all the margins so I can provide a grade. Okay, now I'm gonna color it. I'm gonna color it here. Okay, so these are our columns so we can register all the different points that the students are gonna get. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here and this. This is only for me to remember, okay, how much are they supposed to get, okay? And this is gonna be useful for the next thing, okay? What I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna create the value of this. So I'm gonna copy everything and I'm gonna paste it, but I'm gonna change the color. Let's change it to blue. But now what we are going to do is that we are going to program everything here, okay? I'm gonna color it so I know that these are different sections, okay? And I'm gonna show you immediately how to add formulas, right? In case you are not aware of how to do it, I'm gonna show you. So this is 20 points, right? So what I'm gonna do here is to click here on this one for Alfaro's Tania in this area, and I'm gonna click here on the FX. And I'm gonna choose this one, M mult, which is multiplication. I click in accept, and then what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click here and it's gonna show here. And then here on matrix number 2, I'm gonna type 0.2. Okay, 0.2. So here it is, right? And now I get this word, okay? But I'm gonna show you because if I type here 10, it says that I get 2 points, right? Or if I type 100, it's gonna be 20 points, right? So it depends on the scale that you wanna work, okay? I suggest you to work always with a 100 scale instead of the 10 scale. So again, let's do it for exam number 2. Again, FX, multiplication, click, select, and the value, which is 0.2. There it is. Then I go for writing, again, F, multiplication, accept, okay, writing, and on the second one, the value 0.1. There it is. For video podcast, the same formula, multiplication, accept, okay. This is the first one, and then 0.1. There it is. And then for the homework, the same thing, and we're gonna do the same for the final test. Always accept, right? And then here for the final test, we do the same. Formula, multiplication, right? Final test, here, times 3, right? So at the end, that's the value. Okay, now what we're gonna do is that we have here everything, okay? So I'm gonna eliminate this. If I eliminate something, the value is gonna be the same. So I want this algebraic, okay, sequence to be repeated. So what I'm gonna do is to mark it, I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna select all the area I want it to be repeated. So there it is, okay? That's good, right? So to test this, let's imagine that Tanya got an 80 on the first test. She got 70 on the second test. Okay. She got, oh no, 70 on the writing portfolio, 90 on the video podcast, 100 in homework, and the final test, she got a 78. So that's what I get, right? So as I can see, this is working. So what I'm gonna do now is that here, I'm gonna do a final test thing. Final grade, sorry. Final grade. Okay, so this is the final grade. Let's change the color. Oh no, maybe this one, right? So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna add, okay? As you know, in the corn cap, what we have done, we have copy, we have organize, we have register, and convert. Now we're gonna add, okay? We're gonna add because here, we're gonna click here, and then what we're gonna do is to write a formula, which is addition or suma. We right click, and then we're gonna select everything here to be marked, right? There it is. This is the final grade, okay? So here's the important thing. What I'm gonna do is the same thing. I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste here. And as you can see, it says valor because there is no information here, okay? But I'm gonna do something else. If I don't want this 79.4, I can go over here, right click, and then we go formato. We click on there, we go to number, and we select how many decimals we want it there, but we don't want any. So we're just gonna click there, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna copy, and I'm gonna do it again, and that's it. And now you can register information and everything. So what you can do right now is to add some information, aleatory, 98, 54, 67, 88, I don't know. And then we go on 79, we go on 84, 90, 80, and 100. And then we are going to have here automatically all the information, okay? So we get the final grade, and that is a good, super fast way to design a small, okay, grading list. And this is what I want you to do, okay? What happens if you want to present this information to your students, but you don't want to send them all this thing? You just go to the letters here, and maybe you just want to show them their final grade. So what you do is that you mark all of this, right click, and to hide. You hide it, and then you got all the final grade. And if you want to copy and paste it, you just mark it, you copy it, you go to Word, okay? And here, you right click it, and then you select to paste like a picture. And then you can mark it, and then you can send it to your students, okay? So as you can see, it's a very simple way to do this thing, right? It's a very, very simple way. Okay, what happens if you want to see them again? Just right click and to show. And that's it. And you can get a really quick grade, okay, list. And that's it. It's very simple.